Yo, what is up, guys? It's Rolando here with TROLLI TCG, and today I'm here bringing you another troll deck profile. This one's gonna be a little bit fun. Of course, as always, don't take these too seriously. Don't expect to go and then just crush all the meta with this deck. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna just do the whole deck profile itself, and then I'll go back through all of the cards and then show like different combos or why these cards are in the deck. Just so that way you can see first what's in the deck profile, because a lot of people I know hate wading through explanations and they just want to see every single card, so I'm going to go through that first. So first, for the main deck, this is the Igknight Hazy Flame deck profile, okay? So we have 2 Hazy Flame Sphinx, 2 Hazy Flame Peryton, 2 Hydra, 2 Cerebus, or I'm sorry, 3 Cerebus, 3 Griffin. Then for the that does it for all the ignites. For all the Hazy Flames. Now for all of the ignites, you do 3 Veteran, 3 Gallant, you do 3 Templar, 3 Paladin, then you do 3 Margrave, and 3 Cavalier. So that'll do it for all the ignites. Now for the spells, you do 1 Rhoda, double MST, triple Hazy Pillar, triple Summoner's Art, and then for the traps you just play 3 Royal Decree. And that consists of the whole main deck. So now I'll go back through and explain why everything is in here and why we play everything the way that we play everything. Okay, so for these, with the 2 Sphinx, what she does, if you don't know what she does, basically you normal summon her, or you special summon her, however you want to do it, and then you declare a card type, monster, spell, or trap, and then you mill the top of your deck to the graveyard, and if you call it right, then you can special summon 1 fire monster from your graveyard to your hand. So basically you play 30 monsters in this deck, so as long as you call a monster, you're normally going to get it right every single time, and it's a free special summon, and it's at level 6. So you go with this, then you play the 2 Peryton. This card's also really good for extending a lot of combos. What you would do is you discard a fire monster in your hand and tribute this card, and you special summon 2 Hazy Flame monsters from your deck to the field. So you're normally always going to use, a fire monster with this card's effect because they're all fire, and you're going to bring out, it could be a Cerebus or another Sphinx and Hydra. So what you would do is use Peryton, another Igknight from your hand, or any other Hazy Flame that you don't care for, and you discard it, and you normal summon Peryton, then you special summon the Sphinx from your deck with Hydra, use Sphinx's effect to call a monster, let it discard from the grave, special summon once you call it right, and then you overlay for a level 6, and off of Hydra's effect, when you special summon with it as a material, you can attach another Hazy Flame as material from the graveyard. So that's basically the importance of the Peryton and Sphinx are really good together. Then you play the 2 Hydra that I was talking about. It's okay, it's pretty good. However, you only kind of want to keep it at 2, because with this card you can only special summon fire monsters, which is good because they're all fire monsters. However, when you want to go into your extra deck, that means you can normally only use Basilicus. But Basilicus is kind of, like the Hazy's version of Towers. So it's not that bad, but you kind of want to keep it at 2. It's not the best card to see if you have another full hand of Ignites, because then you want to go into other plays instead of just Basilicus specifically. Then you play the 3 Cerebus. When this card is summoned, you can just normal summon without tributing. When it's destroyed, you can add 1 Hazy Flame card from your deck to your hand. It's level 6. It has the biggest beat stick, so that's why you play it like this. It can normal summon itself without tributing. Then you play 3 Griffin. It's basically just a free special summon. If your opponent controls a monster and all the monsters you control minimum, or if any actually, on my side of the field are fire, then you can special summon this from your hand. So if your opponent just controls a monster and you don't even have anything, you can just special summon it in defense mode. And that's basically how you get off, very quick, easy level 6 plays. And this deck basically is just meant to special summon rank 6s like crazy, and then you do have a few of the level 5s to go into. Then for the Ignite portion, it's pretty obvious with these. These are your level 6s. All the Ignites are pretty obvious what they do. You just destroy them to search more fire warriors. So you have the level 6s, which is you'll utilize them to go into the rank 6s. Then you have the 4s because you kind of can't just get away with playing this deck with just the Hazy Flames and the level 6s. You need to have the other Ignites in order to search and search and search. So you do have these. And with these, of course, you can't go into it. It does give you access to a few rank 4 plays like Utopia, Lightning for bigger plays. Then you do have the last level 5s. The only reason why we use these as well is for more searching and consistency of the Ignites. And it does let you, of course, go into a few rank 5s as well. And that's basically the whole purpose of it. But the cards together actually have pretty good synergy. So then with the spells, the Rhoda, the 2 MSTs, you kind of want to get rid of back row, because if you want to play this deck, back row basically would be the only thing that stops the deck, of course, like just like most decks. The pillars, if you don't know what this card does, it lets you normal summon a hazy monster without tributing, so just a free normal summon. And if you have once per turn, you can target one face of Xyz monster you control, attach one Hazy Flame monster from your hand or side of the field to it as material. So it actually doesn't need to be specifically Basilicrus, it could be any other Xyz monster. You attach a Hazy from your hand or side of the field to it. So it actually, you know, helps build up more materials onto your level 6s. Then the Summoner's Art, because you do have the 5s and the 6s. And that's basic. The reason why we play the 5s is because of Summoner's Art specifically. Because you can search to pop more of your Ignites to get more Ignites as well. Because if you were to play the 3s, then Summoner's Art would only be used to target the 6s. But the 5s can also, you know, help complete scales or just kind of pop everything. So yeah. Then Royal Decree, because Royal Decree, you know, it's Royal Decree. You lose to back row, so you kind of want to just, for the sake of, you know, attempting to be as consistent as possible and not losing to just back row completely, you kind of want to just run Royal Decree just the way that is. So now we'll go into the extra deck and why you play a majority of the cards from the extra deck. So you do have 2 Basilicrus. You don't need 3. 2 is kind of just the best number. You'll most likely never bring out 3. Maybe bring out 1. With this deck, you can actually first turn Basilicrus with all 5 materials, and it kind of becomes like impervious to every other card effect. So just really quick, with this card's effect, 3 or more monsters, this card gains 200 attack for each attached to it. 4 or more, this card cannot be targeted by card effects, and then 5 or more, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So it's based, and then once you have it with 200 attack by 5 attachments, it basically goes up to 3,500. So it's stronger than towers and can't be affected by anything. Rank 6. Then you have Bouncer and Force Focus. If you don't have Hazies, or if you're going first with this deck, this is actually like super ideal to go first turn Bouncer and Force Focus, because Bouncer just negates monster effects, and then Force Focus, if you don't know what this card does, because it's not really like used ever, it can negate a level 5 or higher monster on the field, their effects. So ABC Buster or anything else that comes out, first turn Bouncer and Force Focus is actually pretty good. Then you have Beyond. Doesn't target, just makes everything on the field 0. Swordbreaker, it's okay, just declare a card type, it attacks, and then before damage step, it just kind of kills it automatically. 2,700 attack, so these monsters all have pretty high attack as well. Then you have M7, because it's another level 6. Volcasaurus, because you do have the few level 5s. Shark Fortress before the other level 5 to just double attack stuff. Then Utopic Future, because, you know, you pull out a lot of same ranks. Then Double Gaia, because you can go over the 6s or the 5s with it. Then for the rank 4s, you have Castell, and then the Utopia package. And that's basically it. The extra deck is kind of standard. There isn't too much that you'll go into at once, besides, you know, Bouncer and Basilicrus, and then Utopia Beyond most likely, or even M7 to kind of clear the field. That's basically what consists of the deck. So yeah, this deck is actually a lot of fun. You can always first turn, you know, 2 level 6s or a first turn Basilicrus with all 5 materials. If anything, you might be able to switch up the spell and trap lineup, maybe get rid of the Royal Decrees and the MSTs, maybe even get rid of the pillars if you kind of don't want it. However, pillars with, you know, a Hazy Flame and a bunch of other Ignites is actually really good in order to just free normal summon your Hazies. And then you could probably, just in my opinion, you could probably replace these with maybe like some Solemns or, you know, Dimension Barriers or any other card that you kind of want to play in order to make the deck, I don't know, like seem more realistic to play against other real decks or meta decks. So yeah, that consists of the Hazy Ignite decks profile, and yeah, this deck is a lot of fun. you guys should definitely try it out. Just even do it for Dev Pro or YGO if you want. But in my opinion, like, this deck is super fun, super sleeper too, because no one will see it coming if you actually bust out like an OTK or with big monsters, or kind of just get rid of their field, or I don't know. Or Basiltris, people will sometimes have a hard time getting over a 3500 monster that's unaffected by everything. So yeah. That's basically the end of this deck profile, guys. I hope you guys like it. Comment what you guys think of it, or what other deck profiles you want to see me do in the future, or what you want to see else on the channel. We do have more stuff coming for you guys. So yeah, Rolando signing out.